be foolproof. I mean, airplanes go down, and how fanatic is the manufacturer of those when things go wrong?
The legal ramifications of anybody deciding that if you're using some kind of assisted or fully autonomous driving, that you are not liable for anything that happens, I don't think we can have that in a society.
Let me go back to the analogy with airplanes. Airplanes today, modern aircraft can take off, fly, land, and without any human intervention whatsoever. It's all autopilot. Both pilots have to be there, just in case something goes wrong. And I think the same thing is going on right now. There will be fully autonomous, but that's decades off. It's not going to happen in our lifetime. Maybe it will, but it's still decades off.
Oh boy, an employee at a school in Riverside that teaches special needs children has been arrested. The charge, or the accusation, giving fentanyl to the students. And there was a student who OD'd on fentanyl. And it's going to be okay, by the way. Paramedics were able to revive the student, and the student's going to recover. But, of course, when they investigated that incident, they ended up focusing on a woman who works as a bus driver and campus security officer, and she is believed to have given the fentanyl to students on campus.
Purposely? That's kind of crazy, knowing it was fentanyl.
I don't know how you accidentally give a kid fentanyl.
Well, no, you can accidentally give a kid something that you don't know is fentanyl.
You shouldn't be giving...
I'm not arguing that.
You shouldn't be giving a kid anything.
Well, here's the question. Let's say you're giving a kid cocaine, okay, which, of course, is on its face illegal, and it has fentanyl in it.
Yeah.
Okay, now you're talking about something that is life-threatening. And if you know, you can even argue attempted murder. I mean, there's a lot of things you can argue. But, yeah, I'm just throwing that out with my vast... And you give me a really weird look.
Well, attempted murder...
Like you have no idea what you're talking about, Handel.
I don't want to get to that. Attempted murder, you would have to intend for the person to die.
Yeah, but if... No, or it's... Or attempted manslaughter. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. You're right.
I think what you're saying,
but if you can
bleed it, you're saying it's not as bad to give a school kid cocaine as it is to give them fentanyl.
And I might as well do the promo. Tomorrow from 8 to 11 o'clock, feel free to tune in to Handle on the Law, where I really double down in not knowing what I'm talking about. It is hugely entertaining. I have many, many lawyers who listen to this show just for sheer entertainment value and are constantly shocked that I have a license to practice law.
They would like to talk to their clients the way that you are allowed to talk to callers on that show.
That's true. All right, we're coming back and finishing up Handle on the news. Let's check in with Jennifer Jones-Lee live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom.
President Biden has arrived in South Korea. He's on his first trip to Asia, where he'll meet with the leaders of South Korea, Japan, India, and Australia. The European Union's law enforcement agency says authorities in 6 countries have worked with its music streaming service SoundCloud to try and figure out and find and delete hundreds of files that contain extremist propaganda. And there's an insurance company that is bringing cannabis DUI coverage to drivers across the country. The company is called Reefer. It recently launched cannabis DUI insurance coverage in Missouri, and it's headed to Oregon. Here's SoCal weather from the Driveway.com Weather Center. Looks like a mostly sunny day ahead with highs in the 60s to the 70s. From the Southern California Toyota Dealers Traffic Center, let's go places like the
Well, pretty good report now coming up. I think it'll settle quickly. I just hope it stay that way. But the northbound 5 now, so we'll stay coming up. Well, from the Garden Road, 57, all that up towards the number 1. Pretty good shape, a little slow by Dewey, and then around the 605. But I think all in all, a pretty good job to the east anything. In case you were listening much earlier, there's a massive problem northbound 405, north of the 105 at Manchester. That's cleared. North of the 105, up towards the 10, the normal morning flow is bad. Finally, the eastbound Monica Freeway to downtown Los Angeles, that's looking pretty good. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Jeff Barr.
Okay, imagine you get your dream job and it's across the country. It's in Oklahoma, let's say. And awesome, you got the job, and now your boss says, hey, I need you here in 2 weeks. And you say, hey, I have a house to sell. How am I going to do that? With all the repairs and all the prep work and the showing. Don't worry about it. Simply go to opendoor.com. So when you go to opendoor.com, as I told you, all you do is put in your address, give them the basics about your house, the bedrooms, the bathrooms, the square footage, that kind of thing. They're going to take your information, look at the comps in the neighborhood that have sold recently, and give you a real competitive offer for your house. And I know this because I went through the process. It took just a minute, and the offer that they gave me was far more than I thought I was supposed to get for my house. So sell your home the new fashioned way. Don't take that job across the country, and don't worry about selling your house. Get your free offer today at opendoor.com/KFI. Offer eligibility varies. Open Door is represented by Open Door Brokerage Inc., license number 0206130 in California, and Open Door Brokerage LLC in its other markets. Get your free offer today at opendoor.com/KFI.
Finding a great hire can be a challenge. That's why there's Indeed. Their powerful hiring platform makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Summer's almost here, so you Lowe's. Get your yard ready with their premium color mulch at their new low price of $2.98. Lowe's, home to any possibility. Now $5.19 to $5.25. While supplies last. Selection varies by location. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
California has become a very scary place. Criminals have more rights than victims. Violent predators are let out of prison early. Police are under attack. And in LA, George Gascon rules as king. As district attorney, Gascon repeatedly put violent criminals' rights above our standards. What we call criminal justice reform is really criminal destruction of our neighborhoods.
A stunning rebuke of L.A. County District Attorney George Gascon. L.A. County prosecutors overwhelmingly support the recall on Nathan Hoffman.
It's no wonder over 800 deputy district attorneys in more than 30 cities want Gascon removed from office. Gascon's policies endanger public safety and put all families at risk. As Attorney General, I will stop Gascon's reckless policies. My job will be to help make our neighborhoods safer. Nothing will ever be more important than that.
Nathan Hoffman, an Attorney General who will keep us safe.
Paid for by Nathan Hoffman for Attorney General 2022.
Win your share of over $2 million in prizes this May at SoCal's #1 casino, Yamaha Resort and Casino at San Manuel. From free play to cash to a brand new Maserati or Corvette. This is 1 month you don't want to miss. Earn entries into our weekly promos by using your Club Toronto card at your favorite slots and table games. Not yet a member? Sign up today and instantly start earning great perks. Plus, enjoy more than 6,500 of your favorite slots, exciting table games, and so much more. Details at Yamaha.com. Must be 21 or over to enter. Please gamble responsibly. Your electric bill keeps going up. The cost of solar has gone way down. It's time to go solar with local veteran-owned Semper Solaris now and get all the benefits. Here's veteran, founder, and owner Kelly Shawhan. In the military, when you give your word, it's just as your word. You're required to keep your word. That's what we do every single day. I heard about Semper Solaris and found out that they were veterans. I knew they were going to do the job right. Add Tesla Powerwall and be ready for blackouts. We get the job done with esprit de corps and honor. Semper Solaris offers new heating and air conditioning systems with a lifetime warranty and new roofs with a 50-year warranty. We hire vets and give back to the community with our Semper Cares initiative. Go solar American style with Semper Solaris. 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2023. Get the federal 26% solar and battery tax credit. Call 877-211-5591 or visit sempersolaris.com. 26% federal tax credit based on eligibility on approved credit. Consult your tax advisor. Cannot be combined with any other offers. New customers only. Some restrictions apply. Call or see website for details. Expires 5/31/2022. CSLB number 978-152.
70% of employers say recent graduates don't have the skills they need for today's job. That's why Intuit is helping students go from classrooms to careers. Their job readiness program helps students build financial literacy and entrepreneurial skills for the real world. Nationwide, they've helped prepare over 500,000 students for jobs. Learn how Intuit is helping LA students at intuit.com/job readiness.
I just got on a crazy subscribers. What sets up people from subscribers?
Yeah, it's convenient. I'm feeling the energy and I'm feeling a bit judged.
Seriously, are you feeling judged right now?
Are you judging me for not liking things I
I am. I just wanted to make sure you could feel it from this business. The Sports Report with Neil Saavedra. Tomorrow afternoon at 2 on KFI AM 640.
More stimulating talk.
KFI AM 640. Bill Handel, morning crew. It's a Friday, May 20th. We finish Handle on the News with Jennifer and Wayne and me.
Sorry, Wayne, you might have to take this one for me.
Okay, and LA.
There we go. I got it. LA County Sheriff's Department has had to pay now $850,000 to the sheriff's deputy who alleged her training deputy sexually harassed her on the job. And they say in the middle of the training that it left a black mark against her would have serious and significant long-lasting effects on her reputation and career. So she got $850,000.
Yeah, the story that I think is fascinating here is only $850,000.
Yeah.
You would think it'd be in the millions, especially when he grabbed her buttocks as she complained, and there wasn't a lot of refutation about that. Thrust her forward at the same time, and just if this is true and the jury clearly bought it, it's harassment on its face, and $850,000. That's it. Could have been in the millions and millions.
Well, Elon Musk is denying accusations that he exposed himself to a flight attendant on one of his private planes. This incident allegedly occurred back in 2016, and they say that SpaceX paid the woman $250,000 to settle a sexual misconduct claim. He's accused of exposing himself, rubbing the flight attendant's leg without permission, and she rode horses. He offered to buy her a horse if she gave him an erotic massage on the plane. He says that didn't happen.
First off, that is a world in which I do not live. In the sense of, this goes back to the whole, I'll buy you a pony, little girl, if you law. I mean, that's how creepy that sounds to me.
Yeah, private plane. They hire private steward at this level. If he has a bedroom in there, it has to be at least a 737 business jet. So you're talking, if not a bigger plane, it's pretty amazing. Also, if you paid her $250,000, she signed an NDA, non-disclosure agreement, and it's out there someplace, and she may have released it. The California law now says there's no liability for releasing an NDA, so he can't go after her. If it's true, he paid her $250,000, what is he going to say? Oh, and there's a lawsuit. It's just a story because she's already released all liability and said, I'll just take $250 and I'm gone if the story is true. So whatever, this is a New York press that printed it. So tomorrow he buys it. And they retract.
All right, there's a 23-year-old man who has been charged with kidnapping and evading arrest in Tennessee because he held his girlfriend against her will, allegedly, and she was able to get away after she left a note at a KFC. And apparently this worker at this KFC in Tennessee said that the woman was begging for help in this note. And so officers arrived, I guess, later after the woman and the victim there were, they gave the description of them and they were found later. And as they approached the two, the guy ran away, and the woman claims that the man had been physically abusive to her by punching her in the face. She tried to leave him. He took her phone, kept her from leaving his sight for days, and that's therein lies the kidnapping and evading arrest.
Here's a quote.
Not much I'm just saying that's say about that.
I mean, smart on her.
Yeah, very smart. So we want to know, where did she write the note? Where did she put it? How did she give it to the clerk or the person behind the counter?
So parents in Texas are suing Apple. Here's what they say happened. Their son was watching Netflix on low volume through his AirPods Pro when an alert came out, and the sound of the alert, an Amber Alert, was so much louder that it tore his eardrum. And they're saying Apple knew or should have known that they don't have a system for modulating the volume of content that could come through those AirPods, and so they're liable for this injury.
If I'm on the jury, I'm going to give this kid a lot of money because those Amber Alerts are so loud I'm jolted when I hear them. Literally, I jump. They are so loud. And if you're wearing AirPods, if you're wearing buds, even at normal volume, and this thing goes on, I could easily see this happen.
If I'm Apple, I would say, why aren't you suing the cell phone companies because they're not moderating the volume? I agree with you. If you have your phone on the table, it's going to be much louder than you have the volume set. So really isn't the problem at the phone? And then, of course, why not sue whatever government agency is responsible for deciding that they're going to send you an alert, and that's how loud the alert as well.
Now the question is it policy that they're going to be that loud? And is it just a recommendation? Is Apple mandated not to modulate that? If it was a question of they could not, there's nothing against it, then everybody gets nailed. Apple gets nailed, the phone company gets nailed. I'm surprised this lawsuit is literally not against everybody. Because I can see that.
Maybe we'll find out, like, where in the chain this phenomenon is being dictated.
I don't know if you guys saw the pictures of this next car, but it's being described as something out of a 007 movie. So there's been some burglaries in Orange County. I know it's a specific white Mercedes that would seem to be tied to all of them. So somebody called in and said, hey, we think we saw that car that you guys were looking for that had to do with this burglary investigation. So the cops in the area, so immediately they find the car and they pull it over. That's when they see that the car has a mechanical flipping license plate. It's the craziest thing. It does almost like a turn. And
it flips over.
It just flips.
Yeah.
It's the craziest thing.
Yes,
It has this elaborate gas siphoning device that transfers fuel directly into the vehicle.